Hi, welcome to Gigi's Altered Objects. Thanks for visiting my channel. I finished this project today. As most of you, those of you that have visited my channel before know, I love playing with different textures and new mediums. This project was inspired by some paper I saw another crafter do, and the paper's made in the Ukraine. The company is called Scrapmer, and their website is www.scrapmer.com.ua because it's in the Ukraine. The paper is Alice in Wonderland, and I have used the graphic 45 paper for a tag book, but unfortunately I didn't take any pictures of that before I gave the book to my goddaughter's niece. But anyway, so on the outside I created a tablecloth using Sculpey clay, and I have a new tool that I can go around the edges or wherever I want and make these wonderful decorations. So this particular one is a leaf pattern. I thought it fit an outside tea party. And then I created the rose out of petals that I cut from the Sculpey clay. Actually, it's a mold that you just line with cornstarch, you put in, it gives you the directions on how many petals to make for a different kind of flowers. And because the tea set I have was a creamy white, that's the color I decided to go with. When I got the rose done, I didn't want to choose between the rose or the teapot, so I thought I would just put the teapot as the center of the rose, and then the two little teacups on the side. I added this doily to the top, and just so the back didn't look empty, I put a little doily made flower behind it. The bottom I covered with lace, and I also did some lace around the top of the tin because the sides were going to show a little bit. So when I got done, because this is clay, I thought I would make a little pull to open it with. So the same lace, I created a little pull. And inside is the book with the paper that inspired my project. I also lined the inside of the box with lace, and the closure of the book aids as a pull to get it out of the box. So you can see I also lined the inside of the box with lace. I like to pay attention to detail. And here is the book created with that paper by Scrapmer. So it's a little miniature book. For the closure, I decided to create a band, a paper band that fastens with a magnet. So there's a magnet underneath the flower and a magnet on the in between the book cover. I didn't create the spine or the binding with chipboard as I usually do because it was going to be too thick and I wouldn't have room for pages. The metal filigree, and actually they could be plastic, those are something that I ordered from Wish. If you've never checked out their website, you really should do that. So it opens up, and on the first page we have a little tuck pocket, and this came from the collection, the envelope portion. Now theirs you have to cut all out, they're not punched out for you. And then out of the 12 for 12 paper, there were some cut aparts, so I cut these little tags: drink me, take me, eat me, open me, and just put those together with a brad. All of the papers have been edged with distress ink. This is tea dye. It's one of the Tim Holtz Ranger collections, and I just use the tool to dip right in, and then I can get around the edges of all the paper. Some of the papers are more of a black color, and for those I chose the sketch pen. I like this edge to line the papers with. So those are the two things that I used around the outside. So there's a little tuck place here, and that page opens up, And then I cut out the little cat to add as a tuck page, and just some little bottles, little things I cut apart from the 12 by 12. I made a tag using my favorite tool, and they also had these 3-dimensional buttons, and this one, if you can see, it has another little black bottle on it, and it says "Drink Me." And here is another envelope from that envelope collection, and a little tag that was included there as well. And this page opens up so you have more place for journals or photographs. So those are the first 2 pages, and then you open here, and I just made a little hinge. The outside says, "You're nothing but a pack of cards," and so I used some of the cut aparts to use as photo mats. Some of Tweedledee Tweedledum, some of our favorite characters from Alice in Wonderland. I just love the color of this paper. And on this side, I have a little, another hinged little flap with the Queen on it, and a couple more cards to use as photo mats or journaling. And then I fussy cut this scene and kept it whole, and it's Alice's tea party. And there's a tag here, and then a tag here that I made with a little brad pocket watch pull. On this page, it had 2 parts. So one part had the tea party scene, and the other part showed the tree. So I cut the tree out and decided to put that as the background of the tea party. And then on the next page, I fussy cut the little rabbit and tucked another couple of cards behind him. The 2 rabbits, the Queen of Hearts, and on this side, there's another little pocket with an envelope that came from the tags. There's a place for journaling, and you can tuck something inside. So, thank you for visiting. If you like my newest project, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave comments, share your projects with me, and happy crafting!